Good morning! Happy Monday. Oh gosh, I'm about to spill my tea. Happy Monday. Welcome to a new reading vlog. It's a new reading week. I finished Leaving Time yesterday. You will have already seen that. And I don't know what I'm gonna read. I'm in between 3 books. I'm in between Siddhartha by Hermann Hesse, a Buddhism book, and The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let you guys in social media decide. This is why you should be following me on Facebook and Instagram. Shameless plug. I'm gonna post a picture this morning, and whatever gets the most comments, votes, whatever I do, will be the one that I read this week, tonight. They're all 3 relatively short books. The one on Buddhism is a little bit longer, but yeah, so I will check in with you guys this afternoon and let you know what was picked. Good afternoon, guys. I figured I would share. So it's like almost dinner time. I'm about to actually pop dinner in the oven. We've got about an hour before dinner will be ready. It's a little after 5. Everything is done for the day. Work is done for the day. All that stuff. It's like my family and reading time now. And I checked my little poll posting thing to find out what I'm going to be reading this for over the next couple days or this whole week. I don't know how fast or slow this is going to go for me, and I figured I would share. So what I'm reading is The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. This one by I don't even know, a whole lot of y'all wanted me to read this. So pretty much everybody that commented for The Alchemist, which I kind of actually had a feeling would happen. So got my book, my pen, my highlighter, and I am going to be starting this after dinner. Good morning. Happy Wednesday, because I didn't update you guys yesterday. I'm sorry about that. I have no excuse. The day got away from me. I've got a real winning thing going today for me. I've got a lot of just forward planning for the next couple of months that I want to get done today. So it's kind of like one of those things, and I've run out of eye makeup remover, so that kind of put a damper on a lot of that. I am currently reading The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. I am on page 106. I only have about 70 more pages to go. I'm gonna finish it tonight. I don't really know what my thoughts are yet, to be completely honest. This book is one of those books that's like changed a lot of people's lives. And while I understand that and I can see that, I just want to wait until the end of the book to really see. I'm trying to keep an open mind through the whole story because I know that there is still a lot, there is still a lot to be done in the story and a lot of exploration of the character and whatnot. And we have 70 pages left. So it's cozy evening and night. I fully plan on finishing this book tonight. And then I think I'll pick up Siddhartha by Hermann Hesse, only because the next book I think I'm gonna read is Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil, and I want to start like fresh week, new book, start it all off like that. As a side note, that really has nothing to do with the reading vlogs. I just really like doing that. I'm so weird. I just really like new weeks. I like to start like everything fresh. Fresh attitude, fresh book to read, fresh week to plan, etc. But I will say, before I sign out there, I will say the writing of this is beautiful, and there are a couple lines I'm annotating, so there are a couple things that have stuck out to me. This one in particular. There was one line. Oh. When each day is the same as the next, it's because people fail to recognize the good things that happen in their lives every day that the sun rises. That is something special. So that, when I read that, I was like, okay, I understand now. And that is very early on in the book. So this, I just like completely disregarded everything I've talked to you guys about for 3 minutes. But there we go. I'm gonna stop talking now. I will update you guys a little bit later on. Hi guys, it is Thursday. Yeah, Thursday, it's like lunchtime. I figured I would update you now. I have no idea what today is gonna look like. And I figured now's a good time. I got a little bit of a breath of air so I can update you guys. Yeah, so I finished The Alchemist last night, as I thought. I don't really know what I actually think about it. It made me think a lot. It was beautifully written. There were a lot of just beautiful quotes that could be pulled from it. It was a good reminder of a lot of things that we should be taking into account in our lives. So that was good. But I just don't know what I want to rate it yet, if that makes sense. It's kind of like a weird thing for me to feel like. I almost feel like I read a memoir and I cannot accurately, like, actually rate it, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. And yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna pick up next because I don't know what today's gonna look like. Once I have an idea, I have a feeling my evening is going to clear up drastically from what we had planned to do. So once I kind of figure out that, we'll determine what I pick up. I think I'm gonna pick up Siddhartha by Hermann Hesse just because it's another kind of quick read that I think I can just do in a couple days. So I will keep you guys updated and let you know what I've decided to pick up. Hi guys, good afternoon. It's Friday. I did update you guys yesterday, but I did not do any reading last night because what I had hoped to happen happened. So my husband and I went out on a little date night. We had, the lighting in here is terrible, I'm sorry. We had a bit of a mom and dad night out, I guess you could say. He had a work event where he was being, I guess honored would be a good way to put it. So I wanted to go obviously to show support, and we ended up getting a last minute babysitter after this whole nightmare of babysitters. So long story short, I did not get any reading done last night. Okay, I bought us a couple more minutes of time. All of that to say that I did not read anything last night. I'm going to start Siddhartha by Hermann Hesse tonight. I will update you guys before I go to bed, hopefully. I say that, sometimes doesn't happen. And then this weekend, we don't really have too much exciting stuff going on because, you know, we always have exciting things going. My husband's gonna take my older son, our older son, out for a little while tomorrow just to get out of the house with him, have a little daddy-son time. And it's supposed to rain a lot tomorrow. So I think the rest of the day will probably just be spent in a living room camp out situation, and we just watch movies and cuddle and read and snuggle up and all the good stuff. So, and then Sunday we are supposed to get our family pictures done. Crossing our fingers the weather holds out for us to do that this weekend. And so yeah, I feel like I'm gonna jinx it. I feel like every time I say stuff like this, I jinx it. So I guess hold on to your pants and see if it actually happens by the end of this vlog. So yeah, I'm gonna take you guys along this weekend as per usual, and I'll check in with you guys a little bit later on after I get some reading done. All right, I am going to bed. It's like, I don't even know what time it is. It's not that late. It's like 10:20, so it's not that late. It's just been a really long day. I got like 20 something pages in to Siddhartha. I didn't get as much reading done as I wanted to. Again, it's been a really long day. But yeah, so far I'm really enjoying it. I'm finding a lot of bits that I've experienced in my own life, so that's always really nice. And yeah, I will talk to you guys in the morning. Good morning, guys. I need to like find where we're not like the most awkward spot here. Good enough. It's Saturday morning. We've had a bit of a change of plans to today. We are actually gonna go, I've said this before, we have our family pictures tomorrow, and we just realized we don't have a pair of boots. for my youngest because my oldest is still wearing his boots from last year, although he needs new boots too. So I have to go do a little shopping, which isn't a bad thing. Not bookstore shopping. So, you know, you win, you lose some. But my husband took our oldest and they're doing a little adventuring, aka shopping, in their own like territory of funness. And I am gonna take our youngest and run to like Carter's or Oshkosh or somewhere to find. I need to get boots, I need to get long sleeve plain white shirts if I can find them. If not, no big deal. And a plain hat. I have socks in my hands because I'm like, this was not planned. I was in like sweats and all ready to snuggle up, and then I was like, oh no, we have no boots. Things you don't even realize you need, and then you need. I didn't think we need them this soon, to be fair. I was looking, and I've been looking for boots for him, but didn't know we needed them this soon. So we're gonna do that. It shouldn't take us long, and then we're gonna come back. I'm gonna make a like pot of tea and read this afternoon, but not this morning, unfortunately. It is a rainy day. It's gonna be perfect for reading when I finally get to it. So I will check in with you guys in a few hours and let you know. All right, good afternoon, guys. I'm back a little bit later and with a little bit more stuff than I meant to get. Oops. But I wanted to give you guys a little idea of what I got, because I got something interesting. I did get some mugs. Oops. Really fast, really quickly. I got this mug. It says Autumn Bliss. Very rarely, my justification is this, very rarely can you find a mug that A, says autumn instead of fall, and B, uses cool colors instead of the warm. And it was on clearance and it just jumped into my hands. I needed to have it. That's the only one I'm gonna show you guys now because I'm a little embarrassed. Maybe, maybe not. They still all fit on one counter, so it's not, I broke a mug actually. Tragedy struck last week when I broke a mug. Hold that thought. Tragedy struck when I broke a mug last week. It was very sad. It was one of my favorite mugs actually. And it's not broken, it's cracked. So I can still use it, but I can't use it, if that makes sense. So I don't really know what I'm gonna do yet with it. We're being visited by a toddler who's just ready for nap time. And then the second thing I bought is very, very exciting. I went to Trader Joe's, and I actually haven't been to a Trader Joe's in a long time, and I didn't even realize that this Trader Joe's and Pier 1 were in this area, so I'm super excited. And they've got tea. I don't know if you know this, they've got tea, I'm sure you do. And this one is an organic fair trade single estate black tea. It is tea bags, so I like tea bags. I want to try this. And the little cue card that they had, so they have a little description with their stuff. They have a little description of what it's like and stuff. I've got a kid that wants it. Their description of this is a black tea, and their description said that it was musky, like slash woodsy, strong, like it had a smoky aroma with a hint of Earl Grey. Sounds like a good one. So I think I'm gonna steep some up maybe tomorrow or Monday, not today. Okay, baby's in bed now. So I'm going to whip up a cup of Grey Afternoon. I'm gonna chop up a pear and I'm gonna sit down and get some reading done. Finally. I will update you guys in just a few hours when I hopefully finish my book. Hello, good evening. It is a lot later than when I updated you earlier and I'm about ready to go to bed. I'm sure you can tell by how tired I am. I only have about 30 pages left or so of Siddhartha by Hermann Hesse. I thought I would be finished, honestly, by now, but I'm kind of, when I started reading this book, I decided to approach it from a mindset of really absorbing the text and understanding the text. I'm doing a lot of annotating. I'm gonna go back through and put more stickies. I kind of had to stop with the stickies and everything because it was starting to kind of become cumbersome to the experience, but I've been doing a lot of annotating, a lot of highlighting, underlining, and like I said, I'm gonna go back through and put more stickies in tomorrow when I finish it. But with that being said, got about 30 pages left. I'm gonna go to bed, probably finish it tomorrow like midday, I would imagine, and then I think I'm gonna do something a little bit different tomorrow afternoon. I'll keep you guys posted if I decide to actually do that. I'll take you along with me with it, but for now I'm gonna go to sleep. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Good morning. It is 9:30 Sunday morning. We've already been up for like 4 hours. We got our family pictures done. It's all grand. And I'm gonna sit down and get some reading done. I've got about 3 hours-ish, 2.5 until I have to be anywhere, and I only have 30 more pages of Siddhartha. So I'm gonna try and finish that and go from there. I'm not quite sure where I'm gonna go next, but we'll just have to wait and see. Hey guys, so it is 2:40 Sunday afternoon and I have finished Siddhartha by Hermann Hesse. I don't know what to rate it. I feel like I felt the same way with The Alchemist. If you can recall from last week's reading vlog, I didn't really know what to rate it, and I feel like it's because both books kind of reflect this unique personal growth and development journey, and I feel like I can't really put a rating on that. Similar, it's why I don't put ratings on memoirs. I feel like I can't accurately rate someone's personal story, and that's kind of what I felt Siddhartha and The Alchemist was. Like, I could feel so much of the author's soul in the book, in the story, and it really, and I know Paulo Coelho from The Alchemist has said that it was kind of his own, there was so much of his own soul in it, so I don't really have a rating for it, which, I mean, I used to not do ratings at all, to be completely honest, so I'm not really like big deal. What I'm gonna do now is I have a lot of samples on my Kindle of books that I have that I have wanted to read, or have not wanted to read, I've wanted to buy, and I'm trying this new thing that I read a little sampler of them before I just go and buy the book. That way I'm not buying books that I'm not potentially not going to read or not interested in. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but the samplers that I have, I'm going to try and read, and actually now that I look at it, there's not really like all that many that are of interest. I might add a couple more to this, so stay tuned because I might change it. Right now I've got The Clockmaker's Daughter and The Cruel Prince on my sampler screen here, and I am going to basically treat my samples as kind of try a chapter. I'm going to try a chapter from each of these books to see two things. One, if I'm interested in reading them, and B, if I'm so interested in reading them that I want to read them next. So there we go. That is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep you guys posted and updated on what I'm thinking of these. I might pull, I've got a list of like books to buy, so I might pull from that list as well. And I will keep you guys posted on that and how that goes. And then, so I'm gonna keep this reading vlog kind of going a little bit longer. I'm gonna read those two samples. I might get a couple more samples of books that I've been hearing a lot about lately that I'm curious about, and then I will update you guys in a few hours. It is a little bit later now, and I have tried a sample of The Cruel Prince by Holly Black and The Clockmaker's Daughter by Kate Morton. Here is my like breakdown of my thoughts. The Cruel Prince has me intrigued but not captivated. So while I still think I might want to read it, I don't know if I have to read it like right this instant and know what happens. I'm intrigued, I'm interested, but I'm not like I need it right now, like I gotta do it. The Clockmaker's Daughter by Kate Morton, I am buying. Like, I am so interested. It seems right up my alley. The writing is beautiful, and that I've read a Kate Morton book before. I've read The Forgotten Garden. I shouldn't be surprised by the fact that I liked The Clockmaker's Daughter. I have got to finish out this reading vlog because I'm going to do one more update, you guys, before I do it. I have 3 more samples of books that have been on my list for a while. One that actually hasn't. It's only been something that I've been hearing a lot about recently. It's not a recent release by any means, but I've been hearing a lot about it. And those 3 are The Immortalist by Chloe Benjamin, the Potato Peel and the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Society. It's so long and tongue twistery. And Beartown. So I'm gonna read the samples for those 3. I don't know if I'm gonna read them right now because I have to get dinner started here shortly, but I'm gonna read the samples for those 3 and do a similar update for you guys in a little while. And this will be just a lovely way to conclude, I think, this week's reading vlog. And yeah, we'll talk in a little while. Hi guys, so it's a little bit later on. I haven't finished reading all of the book samplers that I've wanted to read, but it's starting to get kind of late and I want to wrap this reading vlog up for you guys. So what have I gotten to read? I did read the sampler for The Immortalist by Chloe Benjamin. I really actually enjoyed it. I know that this book tackles one of those questions of like, if you could know the details of like your life and when you would die and everything, how would that change your perspective on living and having a life and whatnot, and what you do with your time. There's also a religious aspect to it, in that our main character's family is Jewish, and Judaism is not necessarily pro like the gypsy way of like telling your future and all that good stuff, and the whole like worshiping other idols and all that good stuff. It also follows, I believe my understanding is correct, it follows 4 siblings, and they each have their own story. I don't know much more than that. The sampler only followed 1, and only for a brief period of time, so I'm very actually quite interested to see to get it. I actually am going to get it. So that's 2 books out of I don't even know how many now of the samplers. So it's been a successful 2 out of 3. I got almost all the way. I only have a couple more pages of the sampler for the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Society. I'm really enjoying it. I feel like it can be one of those like one sitting, fluffy, but wonderful cozy reads. So I will probably pick that one up too, to be completely honest. And that's where I'm at. So to quickly wrap up this week, because I feel like we've changed a lot and I haven't vlogged a lot, I read The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho and Siddhartha by Hermann Hesse, neither of which I gave ratings to because I went into that, but I basically felt like I was giving a rating to somebody's like memoir or their personal journey or something that was so connected to their soul, and I cannot justify giving a rating to that. And I also read the book samplers for The Immortalist by Chloe Benjamin, The Clockmaker's Daughter by Kate Morton, and The Cruel Prince by Holly Black, as well as almost all of the sampler for the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Society. So that's where I'm at. Check in with me next week to find out what I pick up, because I am picking up a book tomorrow. Yeah, an actual book, not just the samplers. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you next week.